Welcome to your clarity visualization. So the past week I've been sharing videos with a series of questions that help us really clarify what it is that we want and what that looks like, what's actually true to you, what's in your heart and soul, and what's the obligations, the outside energy coming at you that you feel like you should. What's the shoulding in your wants, and can you actually notice when those wants are not yours? What is actually what's true and aligned for you, for your soul, from an internal place, from a place of what lights you up from the inside out? And can we go for that? Can we clarify those wants? So, yesterday I ran a little over, so we had spent the previous few days tuning in to each question one by one and breaking it down a little more. And then yesterday we went through the whole lot again, hopefully with all the understanding to back it up. And we have really fleshed out what it is that we want to the degree we're able to from this kind of thinking, analytical way of doing things. Today we have our tune-in. So this is a visualization process that helps you tune into the 5 senses so that you can feel into what this might look like, sound like, feel like, even taste like, to have as your reality. So when you're ready, find a comfortable position. Make sure you're packed what you want. You've already done the research from the previous videos to feel into what you want. At a bare minimum, you've listened to yesterday's one. Ideally, you've listened to the whole week's worth that's got this curtain in the background because that will help you just understand more of the nuance of each question and, making sure that it's a SMART goal and very specific and measurable and achievable and realistic and time-bound, SMART goals. Because if we just think up esoteric things that are a bit airy-fairy, it's only going to get us so far, and we'll get whatever airy-fairy stuff back if we get anything back with that want. So this is actually creating an action plan, getting clarity on it, but through a feeling place so that we get our energy on board with what we want. Okay, so hopefully you find a nice space, quiet around you, no one to disturb you, and the door closed if at all possible, and just a comfortable seat. I want you to now sink into wherever you're sitting. Take a deep breath in through your nose, close your eyes down, and exhale longer than you inhaled. Inhale through your nose. And exhale longer than you inhaled. One more. In through your nose. Fill yourself right up into the belly. Hold 2, 3, 4. And exhale, sigh it all out. Allow your breathing to resume to its regular speed. And now I want to think about what it is. I want you to think about what it is that you want. Keeping your eyes closed, just going to that place in your mind. What it is that you want. What do you want? What does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it taste like, if tastes are involved? Are there any smells? Just picture yourself in a moment, in an environment where this want of yours is no longer a want. It's something you have. Notice if there's anything physical you can touch, what you can physically feel. Notice maybe what you're wearing. What's your posture like? What objects are around you? What things are around you? What people or community is around you? Just notice it all. What are you hearing? Maybe there's music in the background. Maybe it's beautiful, blissful silence. Feel energetically into this version of yourself in that future, living the reality of what you desire. Feel your feet in that environment, grounded to the earth. Feel yourself energetically gathering and growing roots deep into the earth, grounded in this reality. Now I notice a channel of light coming down from high above, from the sky, right down through your crown chakra, your third eye, your throat chakra, your heart chakra, and all the way down through to your root. And then that light channel just goes right down your legs and joins those roots that are grounding you to the earth. So they're just beautiful iridescent light coming through your entire system and through your roots, grounding you. Now just look back into the visuals of this reality. What you look like, the posture, what you're wearing. What you're hearing, what you're seeing, what you might be smelling or tasting, what you might be physically feeling. And as you notice all these things around you in this moment, has something just happened that has meant you've just reached your dream, your goal? Maybe it's that you really wanted to take your mum to Paris. She's always talked about going. And here you are with her under the Eiffel Tower, just soaking it all in, basking in this dream made reality. Whatever it is for you, feel into it. And with all your senses, your sight, your smell, your taste, touch, and your feelings, really feel energetically into what it feels like to be in this experience of what you want, to to be living it as your reality. It's come true. You're finally here. You get to enjoy it. How does it feel? Take a deep breath in. Bask in it. Dial it up. Dial it up, dial it up, dial it up. And exhale. And just code that and store it wherever feels safest in your body. Knowing there's a future version of you that gets to have this. Now we can understand what it may look, sound, feel like. We're that much closer to having it be what's actually in our reality. One more deep breath in. What do you now notice or know being in the experience of this moment? Can you look back, whichever direction back is for you, look back and see what was the one decision I made, the one thing I chose to do that set me on my path from where you are presently doing this visualization to where you are in the visualization. Which version of yourself did you have to show up as? How can you make sure that first step is taken? This current present version of you standing here doing this visualization. How can you shake the hand of that future version of yourself? And how can you take the hand of that future version of yourself and let them guide you? Feel that feeling. And as you come back to the room, just notice those key moments in this visualization. What you saw, what you felt, what you tasted, touched, smelt. What you now know and what you noticed. How you felt having this dream a reality. Take all that info and store it in a safe place in your body. Perhaps your heart, perhaps your mind. It's there for you. And if you feel so called, I invite you to jot down anything that you just learnt. It can be as detailed or as quick and scribbled as you wish. And I just want you to hold that and see what you can do to take that first step. What is it that you could put into action in the next 24 hours to start creating this into reality for you? Okay, I will leave it there for today. Tomorrow we'll do a check-in as to how that all went and what might come up or might have come up. If you're following along later than the live videos, then yeah, please jump straight onto the next one if you can. And if you've missed any of the past, please go back. There's so much nuance that is helpful when we're asking ourselves these questions. And I've got years and years of study to understand how to frame things in a powerful way for ourselves, how to recognize when we're following things that aren't our true self, that aren't what's in our best and highest. So please, please notice amongst my ramblings there is learned wisdom to be shared. So as much as I might talk a lot, I invite you to listen on a fast speed if you need to, but just listen, even if it's after you've done this whole process. Just go back and notice different ways I asked the different questions and took you through. Just notice if you can flesh it out more. If your want is feeling still a little esoteric, then, I want you to get quite structured right now and, sit down and try and map out a plan, and in that SMART goal, in that time frame, in that measured way. But we'll touch more on this tomorrow. So just do what you can so that nothing gets lost right now from this beautiful visualization. And I will see you tomorrow. Much love.